Hi guys, and welcome to another one of your replays. We are with cjacey or cjacey again. As per usual, I'm just going to call him CJ. I know CJ's been featured on the channel a couple of times in the past, but this is a special occasion. This is the game that won CJ a T2 light tank in my recent St. Patrick's Day competitions. And we are here on Corellia. It is a 45%er, and CJ is in the Tier 4 Japanese light tank, the Kiho. And it's a pretty much all Tier 4 game with just a few Tier 3s thrown in. Now the replay is a little bit bugged in places. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. CJ decides to what I thought was head up to the 1-2 lines. Now the Kiho has a pretty punchy gun, but it's not that accurate. And CJ changes his mind when a Lux is spotted in the middle, but can't get any shots on him. And then a Cruiser 4 is spotted, and shot goes very, very high. And that shot was aimed just slightly behind the tank. So you can see how rapid firing this particular gun is. But for some reason we're not getting outlines. And the Cruiser dies before CJ can get a shot in. So not a great start. Not a very good start to the game. But finally gets some damage done with a hit on the Covenanter. There's a Valentine here. And a T-82. CJ's trying to get shots on. But as I say, the replay isn't giving me the tank outlines. So CJ is desperately trying to get shots in on these tanks. Doesn't have much to aim at on the Valentine, but manages to get one in. And there we go. So CJ gets his first kill of the game. Cruiser 4 dies before CJ can get another shot in. And while CJ was firing at all of those tanks, his team have collapsed on the 0 line. So CJ shows some good map awareness and immediately heads over to support that flank. And CJ shows a lot of map awareness in this game, which is why I chose it to be the T2 light winner. You'll see some more examples of map awareness in later in the game. But he comes over to support this flank. Valentine's doing some good work. Matilda's been doing some good work. M8A1's a dangerous tank. And CJ takes him out. So a good shot into the Hetzer. Artie's just fired and missed. But again, look at that map awareness. Even though he was focused on the Hetzer, he was aware that the Su-85 was poking. So M3 Lee and a Hetzer. And an Su-85 who's trying to poke and get shots. And again, very, very good map awareness. Sees the danger on the mini-map and reacts to it before the Su-85 is able to get a shot in. So the M3 Lee is advancing. And CJ has gotten plenty of backup. So friendly Valentine, Hetzer, and AMX-40 have come across. So CJ's angling his tank to try and get shots in on the Lee. Very, very little to aim at. But he's safe from the Su-85B. Just cannot hit the cupola on the M3 Lee. Su-85B takes out the Valentine. So again, even though CJ's focused on the SU, he's aware enough to immediately pull back and kill the M3 Lee the moment it looks on the minimap as if the M3 Lee has turned towards him. So we know there are two Su-85Bs in front of CJ, but CJ, rather than going head-to-head against tanks that can easily pen and hurt him, moves to flank. The other Su-85B hasn't been seen in some time, so there's a decent chance that he's either on the hill or is trying to flank, and CJ's intuition is perfect. He spots the 85B, the one that was on the hill, and he pulls back to get out of proxy spot range. The Hetzer spots the 85B, CJ pops out and finishes him. So we know where one Su-85B was, and the Chihi was last spotted in C7. So CJ's going to scout that area to see whether or not the Chihi is still there. And there's enemy arty still in play. Okay, so both remaining enemy tanks have been spotted, just arty, and arty is about to be discovered. So again, you can see how poor this gun is at range. It is punchy, rapid firing, and does decent alpha damage, but not at range. This is definitely not a sniper. It's also definitely not a close combat tank either. I think it works best at medium distances. But the Su-85 is heading up towards CJ's spawn, and CJ immediately turns around to intercept. And we know that the Kihi is still down here somewhere. CJ's on 4 kills. And the Su-85B starts capping. There's only one tank in cap, so therefore, yep, the Kihi is still advancing. Gets a good shot in and moves immediately, forcing the Chihi to miss. And there's the poor accuracy of this gun. And Chihi is constantly missing shots. Now, I don't know why he didn't stop to take a shot at the Su-85, but he's constantly moving. Su-85 misses his first shot. And CJ puts another 2 shots in and finishes the Su-85B to secure the win with 6 kills. So, this was the Kehoe Scout competition entry. Well, it was a light tank competition. It wasn't really a Scout competition, but for that game, CJ picked up Ace Tanker, High Caliber, and Top Gun. He finished top on XP with 890, which eclipses the XP earned by the rest of his team. He did 1,274 damage with 6 kills. He fired 44 shots and only 23 were hits, and of those 23, only 21 were penetrations. So the gun, especially when being fired at distance, is not accurate. But CJ made it work. 1274 damage as mentioned before, and 9 tanks damaged, 6 destroyed, and only 86 upon detecting. CJ didn't spot any enemy tanks at all. He earned 120,000 credits for that game and came out with 118,000 credits after costs. He earned 1335 XP with a premium account times 3 and a 266 XP bonus thrown in, leaving him on a total of 4271. So it was, as CJ says, a nice carry in his Kehoe, and it was definitely a very, very nice carry based on the damage and the XP that CJ earned. So congratulations on a really, really good game. I hope you enjoy the T2 Lite that you won as a result. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.